Hello, thank you so much for joining us at the Alert Center. I'm Jacqueline Fernandez. Today we have the Better Businesses Tristan Gomes joining us today at the Alert Center to talk a little bit about how you know you found the right business or contractor, depending on what exactly you're looking for. Perhaps you're working on a project, maybe not today because it's just rainy and cloudy and humid and all of the above out there, but eventually, right? So Tristan has some pointers. I love these. Thank you for sending these my way that we're going to discuss in some detail, depending on who or what exactly you're looking for, as I mentioned. So joining us now, without further ado, is Tristan with the Better Business Bureau. Tristan, welcome back from Mexico. I'm kind of letting everyone know you were on vacay.
So it was a great time having you back.
Nice, nice. Okay, so we are switching from vacation mode for you, so I'll try to be nice. But tell us, we're always looking for the right business or contractor. We have this list here that I mentioned. Let's kick this off with discussing proper licensing and insurance. Sounds kind of boring, but super, super necessary and important. Take us through that first step.
100%, yeah. We talked plenty about, the research that goes into it, looking at reviews and seeing past work that's been done. But I don't know if we touched on enough how to really know that you found the right business. You've found the business that you trust to, do whatever business you need, whether it's a roofer or siding or plumbing, anything. And so that licensing is so important, especially in today's day and age when, there's scammers and there's different people out there. And so what we just encourage people to do is just seal the deal, right? You've done the research, but to make sure that you're dealing with the right business, you can go to bbb.org, you see they're accredited, and that just means that they have all their licensing, everything's up to date, and they're someone you can trust. They're committed to the standards of trust, and they have all those licenses.
Yes, and speaking of trust, which is, it's like the candlelight through the fog, or however that saying goes, but it's something we all want, right? We also want clear, detailed estimates. How much is this going to cost us? Get this in writing. Take us through that step.
Yeah, so like you just said, get that in writing. Everything you have in writing, make sure it's something that's written down and you can sign that contract. But be sure when they do give you an estimate and they are saying how much things are going to cost, that it explains where those costs are coming from, whether it's materials, labor, anything else. Because we don't want just a vague number where they say this is going to cost this much and we say, well, why? And they don't have an answer for it. And so, like we talk about, is ask as many questions as possible and make sure you know where all your money is going and the reason for why your money is going there.
Yes, and you kind of led to the third one on the list here. Strong communication skills. You want to be sure that you're both on the right track with whatever business you are talking with or contractor you're discussing projects. I mean, especially as a homeowner, I can't imagine, right? Speaking with a contractor and you both just kind of don't communicate on the same level. This is your house, right? So you're going to be living with that siding or that garage or whatever the project may entail. So let's discuss that in some detail, Tristan.
Yeah, the last thing we want is to have a business come to our home and honestly maybe make it worse than it was before. We're spending a lot of hard-earned money to get what we need done. And so just being sure that the communication is great. The business is transparent. Great businesses are transparent, and make sure to communicate well. They answer any questions you have. And if there is something like a complaint or something that you need fixed, after they're done, they reach out, or you reach out to them and they communicate what's going on. We don't want to be trying to get a hold of a business over and over again because something's wrong or we have a few questions and they don't answer them. So the great businesses are going to let you know everything. They'll talk about the estimates, they'll talk about their licensing, maybe past things that they've done that have been similar to what they're going to do on your home. So just being sure that you ask the questions and those businesses speak to you and they're honest, transparent, and it just makes everyone's life much easier.
Oh, definitely. I was just going to say transparency is key. So you took the words right out of my mouth on that one. So we kind of discussed the top three. Anything else specifically you'd like to discuss based off this topic today?
I mean, just be confident. You've done the research. Make sure you look at those reviews, you look at everything, and then just seal the deal. Go to bbb.org, see that all the businesses have all their licenses, they're trustworthy, they meet our standards of trust. So just seal the deal and do all that you can and have confidence in it. Once you see that business is accredited, it makes your life so much easier.
Oh, yes, definitely. And you can kind of rest easy that, you've dotted all the I's, crossed all your T's, and now you're going to have a project that is the project you imagined when you started this process. So that's always a good
Exactly.
thing. All right, Tristan, well, thank you so much for your time. Always a pleasure to see you. Next time you go to Mexico, let me know, all right?
I will. Yes. Thank you.
All right, thanks, my dear. See you soon. Have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Thank you. All right, so if you're just joining us at the Alert Center, we were just discussing best practices for hiring a contractor or a business of some kind to help you out with different projects. Today, unfortunately, not the best day to start some outdoor projects. That leads me to my next discussion. We're going to take a live look outside to chit-chat about the weather a little bit. Let's start with our Blackstone camera because as you can see, wow, it is raining out there. You can see those droplets clearly on the camera lens. Senior Chief Meteorologist Rusty Lord says 100% chance of showers this morning. Now I know it is the afternoon, but this morning it was raining out there too. I got up pretty early. My dog Ollie was not having it though. So he was like, Mom, you expect me to go out in this? So, you know, I guess I'll have to take him out in between these spotty showers, right? So leading me to my next point, 40% chance of spotty showers this afternoon. So a good time for Ollie to go out sometime this afternoon. High, expect upper 60s early on and then falling. Tonight, some decreasing clouds out there, a low of 50. And then as we head into Wednesday, let's see if I can find another shot for you. Oh, this is a good one from our Northeast First National camera. A live look out there at the Missouri. Again, just a gray day out there, and you can kind of see the rain, speckles of rain anyway, towards the bottom of your screen on this live shot. The American flag clearly blowing in the wind there. Wednesday, partly cloudy, a high of 79. And then Thursday, here's a good one for you when we talk about the clouds. Here's a live look from our Southwest First National camera. There you go. You can't see much, if anything, except for that pole on the left-hand side. Ooh, there we go. Now we're trying to focus in if we can see anything. Nope, so it's rainy. Thursday is stuff the truck, right? So mostly cloudy out there on Thursday, a 60% chance of on and off showers and a couple storms after 9 in the morning with a high of 73. Now, the good thing, let me head to another camera shot for you while we discuss stuff the truck. This is from our Children's Nebraska cam, just a look at traffic as we talk about this in some detail. So Rusty says expect for the stuff the truck forecast, spotty and light rain though. So, you know, no excuses not to head out there and donate some non-perishable food items. The cool thing is you don't even have to get out of your car. So maybe, you know, you get some canned food along the way, you're feeling generous, you want to donate some cash or write that check, right? Just kind of roll down your window a little bit, hand us the cash, hand us those that canned food, maybe have it bagged up in the back of your trunk. Just open your trunk for us and we'll do all the heavy lifting. You can also expect the best part of tomorrow. Temperatures are the highs in the 70s, low humidity out there. So please do come and see us. We are at several locations throughout the greater metro area. Now, stuff the truck, don't forget. Also want to let you know our digital team, Woot Woot, is working very hard behind me here at the Alert Center. For the latest on news and of course weather, you can always head to our website, that is firstalert6.com. And if you want the 411 on the weather, you can, I'm highlighting this great tab with the mouse here on the upper left-hand corner, First Alert 6 Weather. You just click on this. Again, that blue tab here, 2 weather alerts in effect. I will leave that as a web extra for you. In the meantime, just want to say thank you so much for joining us at the Alert Center here. We'll have all the latest updates for you news-wise and weather-wise with our Dave Zavolinsky at 3 o'clock. Until then, try to stay dry out there, and I'll see you then at 3.